DreAllDay.com.
What's up, y'all? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. So here we are, NBA Finals. We're finally here. People have been asking me for my predictions through the playoffs. I wasn't trying to predict the whole playoffs and forget all that. I told you I'll wait till the finals. I'll wait for those 2 teams left and pick from there. So what we got here, we finally got 2 best players basically in the game. I think most people you ask who the best player is playing now is going to be either Durant or LeBron and Durant, whatever. So after all those years, Nike was trying and failed with the Kobe LeBron thing. Remember, they had the puppets and all that in 2009, 2010. And Kobe's team kept making the finals, but LeBron's team wasn't making it. Kobe got a couple rings out of it. LeBron didn't make it, so now LeBron's in Miami. Kevin Durant has taken Kobe's spot as the guy out west. So now his team's representing the West. You got LeBron and the Heat representing the East. And I think this is going to be a great series. Number one, because as a basketball player and a fan of good basketball, I'm happy to see the 2 biggest names in the sport, or the 2 best players in the sport, playing against each other, because that's going to bring a lot of casual fans in. Like, a lot of people that don't really pay attention to ball like that might pay attention now. Number one, because LeBron's in it, because everybody wanted to see LeBron in the finals again on the big stage to see what he's going to do. I wanted the Heat to make the finals just so we could see what's going to happen on the big stage. Whether they win or lose, that's going to be settled on the court. I ain't really a fan of either team, but I just want to see good basketball. And a lot of people have been trying to say over the last couple of years since LeBron moved to Miami that, like, some people try to say Derrick Rose was better than LeBron. Like last year, Derrick Rose got the MVP when he shouldn't have got the MVP. It should have been either Dwight or LeBron or D Wade that year. And it was looked at, you look at statistically, you look at his teammates, you look at wins and losses, it's all there that Rose shouldn't have been the MVP that year. He was really good, but he wasn't the MVP. It should have been LeBron or Dwight or D Wade. And then this year, LeBron was dominating the whole, after the All-Star break, even like 3 weeks into the month of March, he was dominating the whole league. And I didn't hear anybody say anything about MVP. There was no talk. Nobody was saying, hey, this guy is the first half MVP, or what about this guy for MVP? People just ignored it. I was like, why is nobody talking about MVP? Season's more than halfway over. Nobody said anything. Then all of a sudden, the Heat had a little lull. They lost a few games. They was about 500 for about a 2-week stretch. Kevin Durant had a couple great games. He had that buzzer beater 3. The Thunder was doing well. Then all of a sudden, everybody started talking about MVP. Like, hey, Kevin Durant's the MVP. There was players even saying it. Like, yeah, Kevin Durant's the MVP right now. He's playing the best. He's the best in the league. Writers on ESPN, you know, the talking heads on the TV studio shows where there's 4 guys in there just talking for an hour. They got to come up with something. Kevin Durant's better than LeBron. Yeah, Kevin Durant's doing this. Like, yeah, LeBron can do this and that, but Kevin Durant's more clutch, and LeBron didn't do this in the finals. People try to come up with all these reasons to say that Durant was better than LeBron. Now, I like Kevin Durant. I like all the good players. I'm a fan of every good player out there. You name them. Anybody that made the All-Star game, basically, I can tell you something about their game that I like. Every player out there. And Kevin Durant and LeBron James are definitely 2 of the people high on that list. But Kevin Durant is not better than LeBron James. LeBron James and Kevin Durant, basically you compare them. Durant is slightly better at scoring. He leads the league, but 3 years in a row he gets about 30. LeBron's will get you about 28. So that's the difference is negligible. When you look at all the players in the league, you pretty much getting 30 from both of them no matter who you got on your team. But then you look at the rest of the game. LeBron's a way better defender. He changes games defensively. He can guard any player on the court. He's a way better passer. He's more of an all-around guy. He's just all over the court. He rebounds more. He's a better ball handler. You can run your offense through LeBron. That's through the pass or with the score. That's driving the basketball, which he's the most devastating player in the game. He's not that great at shooting. Durant got him at that, but at the end of the game, again, Durant's going to get you 30, LeBron's going to get you 30. So how they get their 30, I don't think really makes a difference. When people say Durant's a better shooter, okay, well, LeBron's a better driver, but points is points. I mean, you get 2 points with a jump shot, I get 2 points with a dunk, it's still 2 points. They both the probably 2 of the best scorers out there right now, in the top 5 basically. But every other category, I say LeBron's better than Kevin Durant. I know a lot of people disagree with that. Y'all can go ahead and say what you want to say in the comments, but I mean, the facts are the facts. You can look at the numbers don't lie. But anyway, what I've been telling people anyway is we want to see LeBron versus Durant, because whoever wins this series, people are going to say that's the best guy. So if the Thunder win the series, even though LeBron got way more tools and uses them way more than Durant, people are going to say Durant's the better player, and you can't argue with that because they went head-to-head in the series. My team against your team, they beat you 4 games out of 7. He's the better player. So if Durant wins, he's the best. And if LeBron wins, then he, either remains the best in the eyes of some, or he got to be crowned the best in the eyes of the people that, have tried to turn on him since his move from Cleveland to Miami. Whatever they felt, whatever feelings people had about that. We already been through that the last 2 years. On to my prediction. The Thunder got a pretty good team. I mean, they're very tough at home. They don't lose at home. Neither do the Heat. The Heat rarely lose games at home. Thunder got a stronger, overall team. I mean, you look at their top 7 guys. They got Collison coming off the bench. They got Derek Fisher off the bench, and they got Harden off the bench. Those 3 guys could all, at one point or another, pretty much start for the Heat and be a major upgrade. Like Harden would be the 4th best player after Bosh, or even over Bosh or Wade, depending on how he's playing at the moment. He's a star. He would be a star in Miami. He'd be a great welcome addition. Nick Collison, the Heat could use as a big man because they don't have a lot of size. And Fisher, I don't know if Fisher would start, but he definitely would get in the game if he was on the Heat. A lot of Heat supporting cast has been weak this year, especially this postseason. Is amazing that they made it as far as they have with their top 2 and Bosh missing all those games. The fact that they made it as far as they have in dominant fashion when they win with the supporting cast they have is just amazing testament to those 2 guys, LeBron and D Wade. Even though LeBron, of course, has been way more consistent and just overall better than everybody else in the playoffs this whole postseason so far. And that's by stats. That's not my LeBron bias or whatever, even though I do think he's the best player. As far as teams overall, like I said, I think the Thunder have a better team top to bottom. But the Heat got the best player, who's LeBron James. And we saw in Game 6 in Boston, when he takes it to that next level, because it ain't that many players in basketball that can take it from their normal level to that next level and just destroy a whole team. Durant's one of them, but I don't think Durant's next level can measure up to LeBron's next level. Because we've seen LeBron's next level a few times. That Game 4 against the Bulls in 2010, we had the 37, 13, and 12 in Chicago. The Game 3 against Boston in 2010, we had 38, and they just blew Boston out the water by halftime. This Game 6, he's had those games. Kevin Durant's had a few moments. He had his 16 points straight in the 4th quarter, whatever it was against the Spurs. But LeBron's are more devastating because he comes out from the beginning. At the end of halfway through the 2nd quarter, there's no way LeBron's team's winning. It's over. The other team's not winning this game. I haven't seen Durant play a game like that where it's not even halftime yet, and you're damn, this game's over because Kevin Durant's just destroying the other team. He gets his points, but is not on that level, at least in my opinion. But I know a lot of y'all disagree. Because I know there's a lot of people that don't really feel LeBron because of what he did and why he did it and how he did it. And, of course, you got all the ammunition from last year's finals, how he didn't show up in a few games. And we all saw it. I ain't going against that. So my prediction. I'm going to say this is a 7-game series. I say we're going to get a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. That's what everybody's going to want to see. Everybody's eyes on basketball, which, as a basketball player and fan, I'm excited for. I got to go with the Miami Heat. In a playoff series, I always vote on a team that has the best player on the court. And since I feel like LeBron James is the best player on the court, and I feel like the whole world's looking at him right now because there's a lot of casual fans that's going to watch this finals that don't even know who Kevin Durant is. Everybody knows who LeBron James is. The whole world's looking at him. All the pressure's on him after last year. He already showed the world and himself what he can do. He's averaging 30 and 8 in these playoffs. Every night he's getting 30 and 8 with no provocation. And then you saw what he did in Game 6 against Boston when he took it to another level. I'm riding with LeBron James in 7. Miami Heat. That's going to be Game 7. That's going to be in Oklahoma City. They're going to win Game 7 in OKC. LeBron gets his championship trophy. He gets the finals MVP. I know a lot of people got a lot to say about this, so please leave your comments down there. Y'all have this open discussion. Got the NBA Finals starting Tuesday night. Like Shaq said one time, it's time to go hard or go home. Finals, baby. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. You watch me work on my game, now it's time to work on yours. The Hoop Handbook is a series of workout programs straight from my own personal experience working out and training on every aspect of basketball. ball handling, shooting, scoring moves, scoring over bigger defenders, the crossover, post moves, your weak hand, off the court training, dunking, vertical, all of it's covered. All you got to do is follow the program step by step, the Hoop Handbook. And as he comes back to your right, you just reach the ball right over his head and finish the shot.